Hello, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And this is another daily motivational video. A little bit about me. I use God and cusses in the same sentence. I may mispronounce some things, and I may mispronounce some things. And wait, I lost it. I use God and cusses in the same sentence. I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlamagne the God, it will not stop me. So if you are tired of creating vision boards that never come true, this channel is for you. And if you don't mind any of that craziness, then come on along. Angel number 22. So guys, make sure that you check out the description box below because there's always additional guidance, angel numbers, as well as information about Honestly Sis and booking with me. All right, God, what messages do you have for my beautiful audience? My beautiful, beautiful people, anyone who may run across this video to become the alchemist of their life, to create heaven on earth, or just to do magic in public. What do we need to know, God? Make it as plain as possible. Angel number 35. Two cards, please, God. Just two cards. Ooh, I like it already. I like it already. One more, God. There we go. Oh, y'all. I got the message right off the back. The message that we got is faith and respect. Faith and respect. Angel number 130. And the message that I got right away is respect the motherfucking process. That is the message that I got right away. God is asking us to respect the process and know that no matter where you are in life, if you are just not waking up today and deciding that you wanted to change your life and you want to go after a dream, you are exactly where you need to be. If you have been on the grind and you have been grinding it out for 5 years, you are exactly where you need to be. This channel is to just let you know that the road to our dreams are always possible if we just stay faithful and we stay in alignment and trust divine timing. And I feel like that's what this message is going to be about today. Angel number 211, but don't take my word for it. Let's just get some more information. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull out my tarot because I'm interested to see where is your energy? What type of audience? Who am I talking to when I'm giving this message? Because that's going to help me structure it. Who am I talking to today, God? What is this message of faith and respect? Please make it as plain as possible. What is this message of faith and respect? Clarify this message. How can we trust the process, God? How can we trust divine timing? How can we take that leap of faith? How can we even respect the vision that we have over our lives, God? Make it as plain as possible. What I say, make it as plain as possible, and it literally came right out. Making it as plain as possible. The 10 of Cups came out, and what God is saying is create a vision for your life. Angel number 314. If you've been just in this place of funk, your life have not been well. Here we go. Now let's understand this. If you have been thank you, God. So I feel like this is a group of individuals who have been in the process. You have been grinding it out. You have been actively working towards your dream. And right now you've kind of just been in a hermit mode. You've been turning away from your social media sites. You haven't been chilling with your friends as much. You've just been kind of like going inwards. The whole world, I feel like we all have been in hermit mode right now. And you could have thought you thought that this was going to be the year, 2020, you were going to see that 10 of Cups. And what God is saying is that it's not that it's being delayed. It's not that you are not getting this 10 of Cups, but what God is asking you to do is to respect the hermit mode, respect the process, respect what happens when you are in isolation. I was recently having a conversation with my therapist and I was just telling her I just feel like it's kind of weird because on one hand, it's like I do feel lonely. And the other hand, it feels like I feel like I'm communicating with God. Like I'm literally learning how to communicate with God. And I feel like my powers, for lack of better words, are like growing. And it's like, I don't know, it's just been like really strange things that have been happening. And she was telling me when she was away at school, she would like, every time she would get in the car, she would like automatically know, like she would think of a song and then turn on the radio and that song would be on. And like, she was like, that just kept happening. And what was happening was, what God does, I say all that to say, when God puts you in isolation, it's not because you are a horrible person. It's not because he's putting you on timeout. It's not saying that he's delaying this 10 of cups that is happening. He's putting you in isolation because he wants you to learn how to cultivate your talents and cultivate your gifts. When you have distractions, when things are busy, you really don't have the time to nurture and really pour into your gifts. But since the world has slowed down and a lot of us just have not been able to, do our normal routines or our normal habits, it's been having us kind of go inwards. And God is saying the reason why he has this period of pause and he wants you guys to go inwards is because he wants you to get very, very clear about what your 10 of cups is. The 10 of cups is pretty much, as you can see right here, what do you see when you see the 10 of cups? You probably see like total fulfillment. You see a rainbow in the sky. So which means after a lot of hard work, a lot of cloudy, a lot of hard work, gray days, things not going well, there's this moment of complete happiness. There's this couple here. There's kids there. So it's like, what is your end goal? God is asking you, what is your 10 of pentacles? What is your 10 of cups? Like, what is your total fulfillment? Like, what will make your heart just completely just whelm up with joy? For me, my 10 of cups is me being on my property because now I am an established multimedia mogul. I have this mate who is fine as fuck. He's ambitious. He supports me, but he's funny. He's loving, and he's also cares about home and cultivating a sense of home. These are our 2 kids that we have together. We have 2 dogs. We have this beautiful big house that we have people come over for the holidays. We have this long table in our living room where we can have all of our family just come together into one melting pot. Our house is so big that our whole family is able to come live with us for the week of the holidays, and nobody is crowded and nobody is on top of each other, but it's a time for us to all just come together and make dinner and make breakfast and make fun and make memories. That's my 10 of cups. That's my 10 of cups, to take my family on private planes, to take my mom and my dad and his mom and his dad, and we go to Hawaii and we take the whole family and we have a film crew and we film it, and then I can give them videos of it. And, that is my 10 of cups. A lot of people judge the Kardashians and they say, oh, they're horrible and they're famous for just being famous and blah, blah, blah. And they hate on them a lot, but I admire them so much. Kris Jenner is low key one of my idols. Like, that is my dream, to be able to help my kids and for my kids to love me, not just as their mother, but as their friend. They trust me so much, angel number 804, that they will have me be involved in their business. Like, that's my dream. And so I feel like what God is saying, this moment of isolation, this period that you have been in, is because God wants you to get very, very clear on what your 10 of cups is and what your vision is. And he's asking you to have faith that it will come about. A lot of us, because we have not seen happy families, because we have not ever had, we've never taken family vacations or have family vacation homes or none of that stuff. We don't think it's possible. We think that, the top 1%, it can only be the 1%, but the universe is abundance. We can all live like that. We can literally bring heaven on earth. And the only way that we can bring heaven on earth is by all of us creating a vision for ourselves, a vision for our life, not worrying about what society thinks we should do, not worrying about what our family think we should do, not even worrying about what our mates think we should do. So that's why God is saying, God, allow yourself to be in this moment of isolation. Close the computer down. Yeah, we love social media, but sometimes social media can bring up anxiety inside of us. Angel number 909. It can make us feel like we're not moving fast enough, or we're not doing enough. So I feel like what God is saying that right now, take a pause. If you have not been feeling good, or you just been like really in the dumps, I feel like what God is saying is to just go ahead, close your laptop down, and to just really start getting serious about what your vision is for your life. We're about to go into a new year. We know that 2020 wasn't exactly what we thought it would be, but I feel like God is saying he put all of us on this time out so that we can get clear about what our 10 of cups is. I have heard so many people who have just said, like, you know, I'm honestly grateful that this happened because now I got to spend time with my family. Now I get to really, you know, be at home. I heard another person say, I'm so grateful for this time because I was literally about to break. Like, I was about to lose it. I had an incident that happened in my life that literally gave me a whole summer break. And at first I was like, damn, why is this happening? But then I just realized it was the best thing that could ever happen to me because I got clear again about my 10 of cups. So I feel like God is saying, giving us this message today that, you know, no matter where you are in your life, if you are 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old, 20 years old, it's never too late for you to create a vision for your life. And so God is saying, if life has not been working in your favor or things have not been good for you, then take this moment to pause, think about how you have got to where you are today, and think about where you really want to go. It's just like that famous saying, if a plan without a vision without a plan is nothing. Like, you have to have a vision and a plan for your life so that it can go the right way. And once you create that vision in your plan for your life, trust the process. Okay? All right, God. Angel number 1111. Let's give us just one final message to wrap this up about faith, the respecting the process. God, what information do you have for us about going into hermit mode and creating a vision over our lives? What do you want us to know about cultivating our talents, our gifts? Make it as plain as possible, God. The prayer. Oh my God, this came out again. So I'm actually going to read the teacher. Guys, make sure that you check out the other videos on the daily. I read the prayer, so I'm actually going to read the teacher. But let's just look at what the prayer means overall. I know that the prayer is all about trusting the process. It's all about understanding the divine. And matter of fact, I am just going to read it. Whatever. It's the message that came out. Who am I to tell God no? So the teacher... I lost it. Sorry, guys. I'm tripping because I'm like, why don't I see this? Oh, here it is. All right, angel number 1244. If you selected the teacher, you have battles with what is true and what is false. What you think you do and what is happening in your life are not congruent. You may have a tendency to avoid what life is presenting you by attending to only those things that interest you. You may have a tendency to escape. If you could look at life as just passing, you could be able to stay with it. Do you think you can make peace with what is potent in your life? So again, not taking life seriously, realizing that things just happen in our life. We get put on pauses so that we can understand, so that we can be able to create a clear vision for ourselves so that we can move ourselves further. I'm sorry, that didn't make sense. God puts us on pauses so that we can have time to go inward to create a clear vision for ourselves so that once we go inwards and create that change, it will bloom outwards. Woo, y'all. Child, I ain't make it. You know faith. You recognize and honor that which we cannot see with our eyes. You speak most clearly about faith, love, and compassion. You know well that these qualities of life are not about another person as much as they are the elixir or lighting connecting us as living beings to each other. The home you live in is important as it is your sanctuary, your temple. Don't forget these cards. On the waking path, you do not have to see, feel, touch, or understand in order to believe, trust, or have faith. You are the messenger of spirit. Your sense of life is steeped in the philosophy that intangible things such as love, tuition, and faith are often the most unexplainable yet influential forces in our lives. You can be a mystery of sorts to people, but that does not concern you. As a prayer, you are sometimes misjudged for not being aware of the realities in the world. However, the unknown is fundamental to you being open to new divine realities that may not be tangible or understood. On the other hand, you can avoid worldly realities if it seems too difficult to face and find yourself basking in the heavens without your feet planted on the earth. In relying on messages from Spirit, you are often disappointed. These disappointments come from an expectation. These disappointments can leave you hopeless and joyless. It is hard to have faith when life has been difficult. You may have been fatalistic. This fatalistic approach to life can only lead to soul sleeping. For your healing and revival as a prayer, understand that faith is a type of knowing that involves an understanding of how you perceive your own life. Your perception of life dictates what kind of faith you embrace, blind faith or knowing faith. Blind faith is broad and vague with no grounding in your own experience. Knowing faith involves a clear view of what you are trusting in your life. To be fatalistic is not trusting anything or anyone. Prayer, you have all the time in the world. Decide what is for you while remaining open to the unknown and new powerful experience in life to base your experience. Angel number 16. So guys, that is all the messages I have for you. To wrap this up into a beautiful bow, God is asking you today, create a vision for yourself. Instead of being sad that you are alone, use this time to really get clear about what you want in your life. Take this time to think about what faith means to you. God is not asking you to have blind faith. He's asking you to have knowing faith. So sit back and trust the process. Allow the inner teacher to come out in you. All right, guys, until we meet again, dream those dreams. Do not let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste. Take care.